and he's going to be a good player, and he's going to piss off a lot of people. And look, Drew Gilbert, all-time favorite. I don't know if a Tennessee baseball player will ever top Drew Gilbert for me. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's going to be hard.
Great.
We'll end up here. 865 Live coming up this weekend, Eric, with Amir Jackson coming into the fold. Do you think that's a realistic possibility from Portal, Georgia? And as a Georgia guy, I don't even know where Portal is, and I feel like I have a pretty good handle on everywhere Georgia. And I was looking at that, and I'm like, I don't actually know where that is. Like, Georgia has the most amount of counties of anywhere in the United States, of any state in the United States, and I thought I knew just about all of them. I don't know Portal. I did not was not familiar, but he's coming up, 4-star tight end, obviously not as highly rated as Jaden Reddell. But do you think that's realistic? And do you think it even matters, like the tight end stuff? Because I still just look at it as like, in this offense, it's fine. Tennessee's going to figure it out. Tennessee will find some dudes. I'm just not really worried about tight end.
I will differ there just by how important that position is. Jacob Warren and Princeton Fant. Princeton Fant was kind of interesting because he was such a Swiss Army knife. He was fun to watch. But, like, you have got to have, and I know you've heard me say this a million times, and, everybody has, but, the tight end position, you got to be out wide, you got to be in, H-back on the line. I mean, and you got to go. Let me start over. You've got to be able to do all those things so that you don't stop and sub and allow the defense to sub. So, if you can upgrade that position in terms of athleticism and talent and all that type of stuff, I just think, the offense has already been so good. Maybe it can be better, right? And so, we'll see. But to your point, I'm with you, man. Like, as long as Heupel's there, as long as you got a quarterback that can make the throws, like, I think you're just going to figure it out. But as far as Amir Jackson, yeah, I think it's a real possibility. He needs to get in. He needs to continue to get FaceTime with, Alec Ablin and Joey Halsley and, of course, Josh Heupel, Phil, get comfortable around there, in Knoxville. He's kind of target number one now, if you will, on the big board at tight end. The fact that he's going to be in this weekend, I think, is huge. And, Tennessee's going to put the full court press, on him and some others, knowing that, Reddell committed to Georgia and knowing that, some guys on their list are starting to go elsewhere, that they're going to start really trying to make a push for these guys. And so I think this weekend could be huge for a guy like Amir Jackson and seeing how far he can come in terms of being a real possibility for Tennessee for maybe, obviously an OV in the future, and then maybe a commitment down the line.
Is Marcus Easley there this weekend?
He is. I believe he is. I think he's on the list as one of those guys that Tennessee's hoping to come in and kind of move the needle with. Yeah.
Mike Matthews from Parkview, is he there?
Mike Matthews, I do not believe is coming in this weekend. I've got a list right here that I'm looking at. I don't believe Mike Matthews is coming in.
But Wingo is, right? I think Wingo is. Or maybe is Wingo. Who did I see?
Wingo is not going to be here. I'm looking at this right now. Wingo is not going to be here.
Okay.
And I don't believe Mike Matthews is either, but Amari Jefferson is going to be here.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. What do you think? Do you think they end up with at least one of those three?
I do. Ryan Wingo's recruitment's going to be, it kind of has been, but it's going to, guys love the process, and he's one of them, and that's A-okay, right? I mean, I never had that ability to enjoy the process, so you do you, right? I think Ryan Wingo is going to be a little bit all over the place. I think Mike Matthews really does like Tennessee and enjoys the relationship with the coaches and all that. And Amari Jefferson's been quoted as early as this week saying, hey, Tennessee's probably behind Georgia and Alabama right now, but another one, Tennessee's going to put the full court press on Amari Jefferson this week. They view him as just as important as Wingo and Matthews, especially as being an in-state guy. And so landing one of those three, I absolutely believe it'll be possible. And, if I'm not Austin, I'm not Matt Ray, but if I had to put kind of a guess on, I'd probably say Amari Jefferson might be the best one of them.